Qualification 29 here at Wilsonville. A Coral already up high from Swarm, and their alliance partners Cardinal Dynamics do the same next to them. Over on the red side of the field, High Desert Droids attempted to put a Coral up onto that high score of the reef, but it doesn't quite stick, and their drivers will take control, or they will go and try again. Over at the red loader station, High Desert Droids line up and they grab a Coral rather quickly, knocking over the stacks of game elements that were already set on the field. The Scalawags looking like they have sailed their way over to the Red Alliance, and they will now block the High Desert Droids human player from being able to deliver Coral into that robot. Stormbreakers doesn't really feel like dealing with that, and so they've gone over to the other side of the field where they've got another Coral, and they're returning to score it on the first level of the reef, and they do manage to make that stick. Over on the blue side of the field, Cardinal Dynamics scrubs another algae off the reef, returning to the barge where their elevator will go up, and they will try to score it up in the barge, and they do make it stick. Their alliance partners Swarm very quickly swerving from the human player station over to the reef, and they stick it up onto the fourth level. Cardinal Dynamics, yet another algae up high for the Blue Alliance. Red side of the field, an X-Flare has grabbed an algae off the ground, and they're going to move their way over to the processor, although it looks like they were hindered by the 1359 Scalawags robot. Those pirates are trying to get as much treasure as they can from that Red Alliance with 50 seconds remaining. 94 to 47. And High Desert Droids return to the Stormbreakers human player, where a Coral goes into their mechanism. Elevator going up as they line up, and they score it barely onto that fourth level of the reef, blue side of the field, and 957 Swarm scores on a level 3. It looks like all but one of the level 4s on the reef on the blue side of the field are filled, and now those third levels are starting to get Coral scored on them. 1359 looks like their bumper is starting to peel away to reveal the red bumpers. I wonder if being on the red side of the field has made them change their mind about what alliance they are on. But the robot is starting to try to climb up off of the ground, and they do manage to get airborne next to their alliance partners, Swarm. And that is the end of the match. It looks like Stormbreakers were able to get just up off the ground, but we will see what the refs have to say about whether or not they are touching their alliance partners. Looks like Cardinal Dynamics did manage to get over to the edge of that barge zone, and we will have your final score to you in just a few moments. Let's take a look at qualification at 29. Your final score up on the big screen. Your winner, the Blue Alliance. 147 to 111. Your final score. 5 ranking points being taken home by that Blue Alliance, and that moves Swarm up to your rank number 3 on the Blue Alliance there. A lot of those points coming down to the Coral and the barge, where there are 16 barge points.